That nigga got the backup sandwich to the backup sandwich.
Yes, he has the
No,
backup. He has a no. My nigga Mike Bone,
no,
do TV. This nigga used to eat a full like steak or roast dinner, and that nigga used to get a side cheeseburger with it. Mike Bone was 6'4", 190 pounds.
That
no,
was a crackhead, nigga.
no, nigga. I just got some nacho cheese Doritos.
Okay,
That's all that was.
you good now?
Hold on.
Drink more water. Might check the bar report. We don't keep track of episodes. It's your boy,
Absolutely.
T. You got Larry.
What's at it?
You got Clark.
And bitches be talking about Bobby, nigga. Not like that, but come on now. Yeah, I'm mad, nigga.
Before we get into the review,
Hey man, go ahead and scratch that. Sorry. No man, fuck.
before we get into to the review, make sure if you like this content and you want to see more of it, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps everybody find it. Go ahead and subscribe if you really want to join the Getting Dotted Hotline. Let's get into the review. Freddie Gibbs Alchemist, Alfredo. Got a surprise album for 2020. 2020's trash, and I'm glad we found something. Because, nigga, these last few weeks been rough.
Yeah.
What you mean, nigga?
You say?
What you mean, man?
We ain't had no music. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing.
Oh, cause I was about to say all that happened is Thanos came through and snapped their finger. Hey, I just laughed, but I ain't joking, nigga. Sheesh. That shit came through like, yeah. See y'all.
Yeah.
Health, career, everything. Everything went down.
But we got this. We got the Al for the Alchemist. We got the Alfredo. If you didn't get it, you retarded. But there you go. I'm gonna let you know right off rip. As soon as I saw this shit announced, I ordered the vinyl. I'll get it sometime in probably November or some shit like that. Because the vinyl take forever. But it's already on order before I had even heard out. It didn't matter. I
Of
want
course.
to talk without even talking about the review just yet. Does Freddie have the best flow in the game right now?
Does he have the best flow in the game right now?
Yeah.
I think Freddie has the most confidence mixed with talent, mixed with he obviously works hard because I heard somebody say, and I had to agree with him, every project that he puts out gets increases in quality.
Yeah, he on a roll right now, dog. Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
can,
I
man.
think from just being himself. You know, being like, oh, I'm a nigga from Gary, Indiana, nigga Vice Lord. Like, instead of being like, hey, I'm Freddie Gibbs, or trying to be, too hardcore, the nigga's he's like every street nigga that you know. It's always a silly ass nigga from the hood nigga that will also shoot you. But he funny. He hilarious. Until the nigga beefing.
Nigga has a really good sense of humor.
God, it's
His
funny.
his Instagram story is just dumb.
But who does it compare to? I don't really know nobody as funny when it comes to straight Instagram. Like
he has
the view is amazing.
The best IG.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's nobody else that stands next to him when it comes to that.
But
yeah.
I don't know how he finds this shit.
I don't know how he finds it.
People send it to him.
Yeah, he said people send it to him.
Oh.
Bro, when I used to talk crazy on IG, because I used to talk nuts on IG. TC can tell you, I used to talk insane, my nigga. Before I just started doing pictures of houses. I used to talk so crazy. And then niggas would send me all the crazy shit. And so people be like, where did you get that from? I'm like, folks who really don't have a backbone because they're under high scrutiny to put out something that's wild, they'll see it and they like, hey, here, throw this out. and I'll throw it out. So they
Are
got
you
them.
are you hiding yourself from the
Oh
people?
shit! Sorry, nigga. I
so
had I had uh, a treat.
so
So
but just based on flow, not quality albums. Like he's
oh,
definitely up like
that
top.
nigga flow so nice. He sound like he's singing.
Saying ever, just more like currently.
Look,
Well, I
that
mean,
nigga
if you're
like,
saying, I mean, it depends on how broad you want to make that definition. If you're talking about currently of like most recent albums that have come out in 2020,
Just people.
it's
No,
like
20. Just let's say the last few years out of the people that's actively rapping right now. You for like flows. I got like him. I got Jid.
I mean, so like,
hold on. Look what you
or
just said. You said him and Jid.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like you're talking about
So
new
I'm
school
gonna have
rap.
to choose him because
Actively rapping. So that excludes
no,
like Z, excludes Nas, excludes older people, just
nah,
actively rapping.
nah, he get it. Okay, so sorry.
It's like Push
Uh,
T. He's got better flow to Push.
I'm saying I would say is he top five? Is he the current best flow that you hear? Because like when he get
No,
on,
so this is what I think. I think like me personally, and I was thinking about it earlier today, is that his flow, because he bodies a beat. He's very similar to the baby, where he's all over the beat. He don't give it a whole lot of room to breathe, right? But he's always on point. He's always on time. Like baby, just he's on it. He's rapping. He's flowing. He's going. And the baby shit is nice, but Gibbs delivers it like a little bit with a little bit more craft, and how he strings it together is a little bit better.
the
It,
reason.
like it doesn't seem like he has periods where he's just rambling.
Oh, I
Like
agree.
he
Definitely not.
it's very intentful, and it's precise. It's calculated how he's delivering it, and he sticks to the script. He sticks to the subject of the song.
Which is hard to do nowadays for niggas.
Exactly. So
well,
if you're saying well rounded of like more like newer cats, like sure, I will say that like cats who put in the things more recently, sure, but
Just
overall, not like he's not like as polished or something like that. Like no, I don't think he's got better flow than like the game or anything like that. Like nah, he still got
I,
the game still got better flow to him.
let me please say this because he said a specific word. He said flow.
yeah, flow.
His
That's what I'm
flow is
saying. No,
so nice. His flow is so nice. If
Mhm.
you really sit there and listen, it sounds like he's singing as opposed to somebody who's talking game. It's literally melodic. Like I noticed that and I said, this nigga is basically
And the
he's
melodic part
basically
right there, I don't mean to
singing.
cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off, but the track that made me bring this question up was track fucking 2 on God is Perfect. That shit when it first came on in my headphones, nigga, you talking about straight chill. I was like, this nigga is killing this. And then he ain't even like, it's not like he rapping fast, bodying, like crazy. I was like, it was something with his melodicness that he sounded on that track. I was like, this shit is nuts.
In his bag, nigga. That nigga is like you said. He bodies the. Larry said it. He bodies the beat so much so it's like a good singer. Like a nigga. If Marvin Gaye sung on a track, you ain't trying to hear nobody else sing on that bitch. You gonna have to bring Robin Thicke, Pharrell, and 492 hoes. That's the only way you gonna compete with Marvin Gaye just flat foot singing on that bitch. That's what Freddie Gibbs is to rap. If he is on a beat, the only people who better get on that beat are the best of the best. Have you noticed his features over the last several albums
Yeah.
have been just going nuts? He's on there with who this album?
He
Rick
got
Ross.
he got Rick Ross, he got Tyler the Creator, and
Dog, Tyler the
Tyler
Creator.
the Creator snap. He
Hold
snapped.
on. With Freddie Gibbs, Tyler the Gay Creator. Yeah, I said it. What I'm saying is black people, especially gang culture is just old culture. Okay, so he's your cliche man. Cliche black man from the hood. I don't want to be around no gay folks. Gangsta Gibbs is so nice. Like I've noticed this about him. Even though he is that personality, he also smart enough to not do dumb shit. Like make stances he ain't gotta make. But he speak his mind though. The niggas on there with Tyler the Creator. Who other than weirdo niggas do Tyler the Creator do?
Well, shit, Tyler was just on West Side Gun's album.
That's why I think about West Side Gun. Who did I say he got to be with? Best of the best. When I see West Side, Benny, Conway, Black Thought, Rick Ross, niggas like that will be on his album. So Tyler being on West Side Gun, it makes sense. Who don't want to be down with the new cool niggas? Because the new cool niggas embody the old style, but a new way. Joey Badass actually should have came out now. Because he came out when he came out, he didn't have enough support by him. Joey Badass, when I heard him, made me remember when I fell in love with hip hop in like '96.
Mm-hmm.
But he was the new version of it. He needed to come out with these niggas, and it would have been a whole old school, new school wave. Because he came out alone, he got my respect. He got real fans' respect, but if he would have came out with these niggas at the same time, oh my God, nigga. Go back and start playing Joey Badass albums now. Along the West Side Guns and
albums and both them shits is fire. So
yeah. It's gonna make you remember Nas, Ghostface, like them niggas when you first heard the Locks, not on a bad boy shit, but on a go ahead, all the hardcore shit. Fuck you. If you hope he wouldn't have made it, fuck you. Like that hardcore. That's that new old shit that Gibbs is putting out, West Side or Griselda all together. Definitely Benny, my nigga. Benny's a fucking animal.
You brought up the most recent albums and shit, and I'm looking at his list of his most recent albums, and he on fire right now. You got Alfredo, back in order. Alfredo, Bandana. I think Fetty came out right before that with him and Currency. Then Freddie.
Oh, I can't hear that, nigga. I ain't heard that shit.
Oh, nigga, I have that shit on vinyl.
Current like my whole crew is the Currency, Smoke DZA, Nipsey Hussle, Dom Kennedy, all them independent niggas with all that motherfucking talent. Currency.
So definitely listen to it. Freddie carries the album though, but it's still really good. Alchemist,
you be hating on Currency like you hate on J. Cole, nigga. You terrible. You hate that, man.
Too. Alchemist did that album too. You had Freddie before that, and then you had Pinata before that.
That's bad.
And then you had that album that he put out when he was dealing with that charge that he had, that You Only Live Twice album, which is great too.
I ain't heard that.
Oh man, 2 albums you got to listen to now that Freddie done done. But that's what, 6 albums in a row.
Yeah, he's hitting on everything.
Right now,
boy, cold.
So we got Alfredo out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay, look at the track list. I'm like, okay, this shit about to be dope. Alchemist right now is this like the best produced album of the year? Because before I think I was saying it was probably the Royce, especially since Royce did all this shit by himself. But Royce did that whole.
I gotta listen to it again.
Yeah, he did all his own.
I remember when my homie Beef came up from he used to work with Vice, and we went and shot at Roy's studio, and Beef had heard this.
Siren for the name drop right there.
Yeah, it was straight name drop that I ain't trying to name drop. I'm just trying to give niggas inside. So check this out. The dope shit was this. My nigga Beef came out. He said, "Nigga," I'm like, "What?" He said, "Nigga, Royce just let me hear his album, just a couple songs." He said, "Nigga, that shit is fucking bananas. It's greatest shit he ever did." And he was like, and then he told homegirl who grandfather used to own the largest Cartier dealer. He told her that he listened to Shakespeare and something. He read Shakespeare and Plato when he made this album. That's all he was reading.
Mhm.
Like that's some like think about that. I'm about to just read the classics, nigga.
Yeah, you had the allegory of the cave as being the influence behind the theme of the album or whatever. But yeah, he produced that whole album pretty much by himself. I think outside of a little help from Westside and I don't know what other help, but yeah, he did that album by himself. So I was trying to compare like production wise. So far, this Alfredo Alchemist killed this, and it's not complex at all. It's not like Royce where he was trying to do some complex shit on like Dope Man with the beat switches and shit like that. You don't get that a lot on this. Now, Run the Jewels is coming out, so we're gonna see how LP kills that shit because the production on the last three been nuts. So, but for right now, this shit is crazy. Luckily, of course, the music is fucking dope too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
Oh, how many times did you listen to this album, Clark?
Maybe y'all told me about it a few days ago. Oh well, Friday, and I say about a good 4 or 5 times, and I wasn't even in a music listening mood, but it just kept flowing.
Back in and
Just
like
had to turn it back on. You said what?
I was just saying it pulled you back in.
Oh, it yanked me right back in.
It's not like you was forcing yourself to listen to it for the
Oh
pod.
God, no, nigga, I can't even do it no more. I heard way too much music over the last how many years we've been doing this?
Yeah.
I can't force myself. Like when did recently, other than what just happened, when have you heard me say, "Oh, I ain't listened to the album"? You know, like nigga, I couldn't do it no more. If I start listening to your shit and it's terrible, nigga, that's it. I'm turning that shit off.
Yeah, I listened. I had this shit spinning till from basically Friday afternoon all the way through today. Like just having it just play. From the minute it started up with Bernie Mac, I was like, dog, this shit is great.
Absolutely.
I'm like, this is I don't even give a shit if this first track is a flop. This album is already a classic.
1985 is the first track. First off, you know he just watched the Jordan documentary.
Oh yeah,
with the Cocaine Circus line.
Oh yeah, dog. So traveling like Jordan 85 bitch going with a cocaine circus.
Yep, I can smell the cane burning. Michael Jordan 85 bitch. I travel with a cocaine circus. I was like, okay, yeah, nigga, he up here. He just watched the doc. This is a new track because that line was right on point. First off, that's like how you essentially open the album up outside of the Bernie Mac shit. I was like, okay, that's how you come in with some lines that grab your people attention. It's like how Inspector Deck is one of the best opening artists in the history of rap and shit from the Wu, because he always come in with some that shit that just catch you immediately. You like, oh nigga. He had me.
Inspector Deck.
Yeah, Inspector Deck is one of the best. If you want a nigga to open your track, Deck is one of the best ever.
Name a song that he was on.
Nigga,
like even a Wu-Tang song.
That's what I'm saying. Like the shit off of Raekwon's Only Built for Cuban Links 2. I'm about to tell you the track right now.
Yeah, give us an example, cause I don't know you to be wrong, my nigga. Even if I think you harsh,
listen
you ain't never.
Start nigga off of Only Built for Cuban Links 2. Kills that shit. And he does that as a habit on a bunch of other shit too. You know, it's like
nigga, I want to hear a clip, but we can't play a clip, can we?
Nigga, unless you're trying to get us flagged, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I ain't scared, nigga. I don't respect curfew or flags, nigga.
That was some good segue right now.
Hey, I'm just trying to tell you.
But that's how you open an album, dog. And then, like I said, I went straight into track 2 with God is Perfect, and that nigga flow was was perfect.
Yeah.
Some of the way he was riding that beat and his voice changed, I was like, I didn't know he was Muslim.
Nigga, that
Yeah.
nigga praying 92 times a day on IG.
I had no idea.
That nigga say some of the funniest shit, and then the next one is his rug on the ground. And I'm like, that nigga is hilarious for that.
So when that nigga said,
Funny
I
as
forget his
I,
line that Allah protect me or whatever. I forget how it was, but I was like, I wonder if he just did that for the flow or if this is how he really is.
no, nigga. The line was God gave him the God. What I don't know if it was gave him the ability or you know, essentially made him sell crack so he can have something to rap about.
Yeah. Let me hit this bitch so I have something to write about. Let me get this charge so I got something to write about. Yeah, I felt him on that. Nigga, not that. I didn't feel him like that. What I'm saying is, you could look at all your mistakes, your quote mistakes in life, and look at them and say, "Man, I've messed up. I did a bad," or look at how it affects your life now. Like he was talking about giving them, songs, but think about things that you did horrible that gave you lessons that you can capitalize upon later in life. Like that's just a way of thinking, So it's dope to hear that, even though a lot of people might, misunderstand the message. I think it was dope as hell. That's just like that one song that he did, Practice. Which man, Practice was my favorite song on there. It was
That is that off of
Last album?
name of that goddamn album. Hang on real quick. I think it's on. Is that on the Shadow It Out album? Let me see.
it was on a recent one, like the first one we did about him.
Oh, if it's on something recent, then shit, it's got to be
Oh, Bandana.
I would say it's got to be Bandana. That was the first one we did.
I'll look.
Because I'm blanking on song title.
Hold on. Freddie Gibbs Practice. Because that's the one where he said the Allen Iverson line. Oh, yeah. It was on. Come on. I'm waiting for it to pop up. It's the one he did.
Yeah, it's track 11. It's on Bandana.
It is on Bandana. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all can't hear this, can y'all?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm seeing it right now. Yeah, and that was the one he just got real introspective on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, nigga. I'm having a high malfunction. Okay. I couldn't get off the video, nigga. I was stuck.
Was the video stuck? No, it was me.
Yeah, it was me. I will admit it. It was me.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's all me.
This is all me.
The track with Rick Ross, especially with the shit that's going on outside right now, when he was talking about being pulled over.
Yeah.
And the cop, him having to.
Nigga said I told the Gary police back in like 03, I had more guns than them. If they wanted, that nigga said, if you want to fuck me, bring the feds with them. That nigga said, and they did. I said, that nigga a fool. Most niggas would be ashamed if that's real, and how he spit it. It literally makes you think he's rapping his life, like this really happened. So it's a nigga saying, I was showing my balls too much, clowning on them niggas, and I paid the price for it. Them niggas came after me. I got a homeboy who just told me a story similar, where he said a bunch of years ago he with his brother who was a shooter, and them niggas get pulled over by the cop, and this nigga tell the cop, he said, bitch, it's not gonna go down good if you come over here. I am a trained MMA fighter. And the cop like backed up. And he said, nigga, I could shoot your guns better than you. Matter of fact, if you want to learn how to shoot, nigga, come see me. And you know how some niggas talk shit. He is not that nigga. He is really doing everything he's saying. He a wild, crazy nigga. So I love that talk because that's who I grew up around. I grew up around them but wild, slick ass niggas. So them niggas spit that shit. They remind you of the good days of life.
Yeah, the good days.
Yeah, the good simple days.
Did you like Ross? Did you like his feature?
Yeah. It's a rare time where I dislike Ross. If I have ever.
It was an okay verse. He sounded good. It's like the beat was almost tailor made for him, even though Freddie said that track was done, a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
look at you, always trying to find a way to hate.
Yeah, he hate Ross.
I'm not a fan of Ross. I don't hate him.
Who do you like?
Ross has the best ear for beats, nigga, in history, followed by the game.
Yeah. No, so like that Ross's track is dope. Like I always enjoy hearing Ross on the beat. That his voice just it goes with anything that I want to listen to at that particular point in time.
Rick Ross, I will say it again, is the Barry White of hip hop. I'm talking about that spirit has come back and is in Rick Ross's motherfucking soul. He is the Barry White of hip hop. Smooth, melodic. It's not like his songs are groundbreaking, but they're flawless. The beat, the flow, the melodic. That's what I get when I listen to Freddie Gibbs. I hear a talented nigga singing, but we're calling it rap. Rick Ross flow is so nice. The nigga, I swear to you, and I'm not saying this because I'm high. Go listen to a Rick Ross track and then simultaneously listen to a Barry White track. It's the same nigga. I swear to God, that's that nigga's daddy. It's the same nigga. That nigga Rick Ross is the Barry.
We have right here on the podcast.
Nigga, title this motherfucking podcast, this episode, Rick Ross is the Barry White of hip hop, but we talking about Freddie Gibbs.
That's funny.
It is funny.
Nigga, I'm telling you, I be listening. I said, bitch, this Barry White. This nigga ain't slick. And then think about the beard, the size.
And I mean, Push said it perfect. That he had Ross on the track because he knows that Ross is gonna give him a perfect verse.
A perfect verse. Nigga,
ask him for a feature, ask him for a verse, he's gonna give it to you, and it's gonna be on point. Like real talk, you can't say that Ross has been a feature and it's like, oh man, that was a whack ass feature. Like, what the fuck was this nigga thinking? Oh, it was trash. Like all the shit that you would do to say to sound like TC, like you would never say it because he doesn't do it. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and clear your throat. Get that up out you.
Nigga. Fuck Rick. No, I was playing.
So disrespectful.
I know.
For no reason.
It was funny. I got a Rick Ross album on vinyl.
I'm under the belief that I'm gonna stop judging you on the vinyl that you buy because that's just like completely contradictory of how you just came off. You're like, I hate Rick Ross. I got vinyl because you have a J. Cole vinyl and you hate J. Cole.
I mean, it took me like 18 months to get it.
You probably have a Tupac poster.
A Tupac poster? No, nigga, I don't. I have a Tupac album vinyl though.
Yep. Okay. No, you don't like Tupac.
Who says I don't like Tupac?
Nigga, you say you don't like Tupac.
I like Tupac.
Y'all was sitting here talking, nigga. I just was listening to Ross verse on the Freddie.
Oh, it's amazing.
Nigga.
It's amazing.
Dog. Thank you.
He sounded good.
Nigga, that nigga sounded fantastic, dog.
TC always throw shades.
Kobe Bryant, when we thinking very best. That nigga was flowing, nigga. It wasn't like what he was saying was Ross is going to give you constant straight left, straight right, just hit you in your face with. He's not the nigga who dancing with you. He's gonna come and that nigga gonna Sonny Liston hook you with both sides every time, the whole
He's,
round.
he's like a. I would put him in the same category as far as features, like a Method Man. Like anytime,
yeah.
anytime Method Man come on anybody's track as a feature, he's bringing some smoke.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this, and niggas may say something because of what I'm about to mention. The last Method Man feature I heard was on fucking Tiana Taylor.
Nah, you heard him on Jid's album with him and Joey Badass.
But that's the thing. I don't remember that. I remember him and Raekwon on Tiana Taylor's album. Nigga on a fucking R&B track, that nigga come ridiculous. Like nigga, she was basically the background of her own song that she bodied. When Meth started out, Raekwon is Raekwon. But Meth lit that bitch up. And Raekwon just came after the bodies dropped and sprayed everybody on the ground. Like, that nigga came through, lit that shit up.
So what'd you think of Conway's verse?
Nigga, huh?
Conway's was cool.
Conway's was cool?
Yeah, it was cool.
You know, where he was out here talking about he's still fucking up with his kids, even though he out here rapping and getting bread? Or
he said what?
Where's the track at, nigga? It was an introspective, type verse from Conway instead of, the usual trapping shit. Trying to find.
You gotta sell the real. You only trap so much, nigga.
He said my baby mama cut me off. She had enough of my shit. I'll cash app stacks every now and then, like that's enough. She like, at least FaceTime your babies, don't.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't doing enough.
Plus, my older son is failing math. That shit ain't adding up.
Yes, nigga, that shit hurt. Cause nigga, to be a like, think about them niggas got the world in their palms right now as far as rap go. Yeah, Griselda does. And now imagine having the world at your palm, nigga, but your family, your seeds, the very thing that you're really supposed to be gaining success for, is going down the tubes.
Right, because they feel neglected while you out here trying to do the same thing to provide for them at the same time.
Yeah. It's like when you find your grind that really make money. It's like every man I know has to balance that with his family. Like my nigga does. I got a homie that does real estate, works for the government at the Pentagon, and simultaneously invests in stocks and bonds, like actively. He always hustling, but he gotta balance it out so he don't disconnect from his family. You can have all the money in the world, but if who you made it for ain't there, what the fuck does it matter? Real spit, nigga. That nigga Conway, that was some real shit. You gonna make me go listen to that verse again?
Oh yeah, he killed that shit. Or the track that, I don't know, it might be the best written track maybe on the album, Skinny Suge. Favorite, but in terms of like, because how the track with him and Benny gets me hype, or the track God is Perfect, because of the way his flow is. But in terms of the writing, Skinny Suge might be the best writing of a track he got on there.
I gotta hear it again.
Is that the one where he's talking about? Is some about Marty McFly?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was that's one of my favorites on there. Something to rap about is, I think, like how you look at how Skinny Suge is like one of the best written ones. I think something to rap about.
It's a written one, dog. You say, plus I got to show the promoters ain't got the dough for that. These losses set me back, man. I'm literally selling dope to rap. First, that's a dog-ass bar.
Well, no, it's the same thing. Same way how if you go some rap about scamming niggas, maxing out ratchet bitches acting out. God made me to sell crack, so I had something to rap about.
Yeah,
Like,
and I was talking about earlier. That's why I say this track is crazy from listening to him. The story that he's telling you essentially on this, it's different
No,
of his life at the same time. From him, you know, cooking crack to the shit dealing with um his uncle uh died off an overdose, and he know the nigga that did it. He think it's a setup.
yeah, and a supplier.
Yeah,
That nigga said, "I know the dealer and the supplier." I said, "God damn."
chick he fell in love with at the same time, and she might fuck around if he go to jail and smash one of his homies. Like you got three different sets of parts of his life that he dealing with on that one track. I was like, that's the best written track on the album. That shit is dope.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you're spitting real facts. I mean,
If this nigga
huh,
spitting is a meme, that would it was a track, nigga. That's that track right there. This nigga spitting.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's real.
Fantastic album, man.
Yeah. I definitely recommend it.
Definitely recommend it. Give me your top three favorite tracks.
The top three.
Definitely the Conway, Benny, the Conway, wasn't Benny on there too?
Nah, Benny's on a separate track.
So the one with Conway, the one with Benny, and the one with Ross.
Okay. So that's Scotty Bean.
Scotty Bean. I just like
It's a dog
I
ass.
like the it's like watching Jordan and Pippen. It's like watching all the like combos. Name two more combos, even though I hated them niggas. Stockton and Malone.
Malone.
It's like Nash. Who was Steve Nash with?
Maurice Stoudemire.
Yeah, like when that two motherfuckers just lock in and they both like actually same level, man. So that's why the Conway, he pulled the best out of Conway, nigga. Then turned around with the Benny. He always kill it, you know.
Always kill it.
Yeah, Benny a fucking monster. I mean, any nigga with mutton chops is not fucking playing with you.
Niggas not playing with you, dog.
Nah,
I
that nigga got mutton chops, nigga.
I got God is Perfect. Frank Lucas with Benny the Butcher, and Skinny Suge is my three favorite tracks.
That sounds about right. Coming out of you.
That me.
Uh,
Sounds about right coming out of you.
Where you
yeah.
at? Three favorite.
This is a tough one. I'd probably have to say, in no particular order, something to rap about. 1985 is my shit. That nigga just starts it off strong. And baby shit is my shit. I love baby shit.
It's funny how all three of us we didn't pick like all different tracks. We like almost picked the whole fucking album. That's how you know.
Basically.
That nigga is a fucking monster. He has come out with six
Six
motherfuckers. What point out?
in a
Six
row.
Yeah, like that is a feat. That is something that famous career people who are considered the pinnacle have not done. And I think this nigga is like a sleeper, like a great sleeper. Like if this nigga has done this, he would literally have to either commit a crime and go to jail for like raping a kid or like die. Like the nigga, I really think the nigga gonna do this. It's like Dre. Dre ain't put out no whack shit. Dre rather not put out shit than put out something whack. Like all of it is Dre level. Like, what if this nigga just keep getting better? It was like listening to Nipsey, and if you actually hear his undertone, he speaks political, but he slips that shit in every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also political revolutionary shit. You know? Nigga, this nigga watch Gibbs, nigga. I swear to you, this nigga is gonna be dope for a long fucking time.
Right, and he already got like 10 plus albums out,
Mm.
which is crazy. And supposedly he got a few more already in the don't know when they're gonna drop, but they ready to go already.
These niggas, see, y'all play with these niggas too much. It's Conway and them said, what did they say? They said all I do, or we said it, and I think they said it too. Talking about all they do is make albums because they went so long not being able to make music. And then coming from a dope selling background, nigga, while the market is good, flood that bitch. Flood it till they kick you out. And these niggas is steady putting track after track after album. Them niggas drop albums like No Limit Records.
You're right.
But it's only 3 of them. So how y'all dropping tracks like a 40 nigga label, but y'all just like, it's you? Okay, it's you. I got how many more in the cut? Okay, it's you? It's you? Yeah, nigga. Them niggas is the new No Limit.
That we got a Freddie album that fast, considering we just got Bandana.
Bandana was Bandana 2019?
Yeah, that shit was last year.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, that was last year.
So I'm like, dog. But hey, I'll take it. Before we wrap this up, y'all got anything else y'all want to wrap up this album with? Or are we good to go?
Fuck Trump.
Make sure you listen to this album.
Fuck damn Trump.
That's what he does at everything. If you made it this far, we appreciate you. Like I said earlier, hit the like button. Leave us a comment. Let us know how you enjoyed the album. What us review. And we out. Peace.